I see people are coming in. I'm going to give it a few more minutes to let some more people come in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get ready to start in a few. Greetings out there. It's nothing like some good inspirational music. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to B.O.N.T, a safe space for awareness, support, healing, wellness, and truth. Love Shouldn't Hurt podcast. And I am your host, Kira. Welcome, everybody. So, I'm going to give you a little bit about me and how this podcast was started in the first place. I am also a 501c3 nonprofit owner. I have a foundation. It's called Because of Nicole and Taj Mia's Urban Awareness and Wellness Foundation, where I have support and awareness events and support groups every Wednesday and every Saturday. And with that being said, I lost my sister to domestic violence. And then 10 years later, I lost my niece. So I took the pain and made it into a much needed purpose. So that's why it is called B.O.N.T, because of Nicole and Taj Mia. But B.O.N.T also means bold, open, next and new, and true. So today it is Juneteenth, and we're going to talk a little bit about Juneteenth today. Okay. So I'm going to ask some of my callers out there, do anybody know why we celebrate Juneteenth? You can type it in the comments. I'm going to give you guys a couple of more seconds to see if anybody know why we celebrate Juneteenth. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Juneteenth is and why we celebrate it. Back in the 1920s, there was no freedom for our slaves. And this was their release of slavery. And this is also ties into domestic violence because a lot of people do not know centuries ago, domestic violence was legal. It was swept under the rug. Like what happens in your house stays in your house, and police ignored it. So now we have laws that protect us for domestic violence. Back then, there weren't no laws. When we think about back in those olden days and we look at today, we came from a very, very long way because back then, domestic violence was ignored. Now we have laws that protect women and men also. And speaking of the men, I want to say happy Father's Day to the men. And I want to wish my dad a happy heavenly birthday. Today is his birthday. So I want to wish him a happy birthday up in heaven. And all of the fathers and grandfathers and uncles, the best, happiest, and blessed Father's Day. I see more and more people are coming in. So I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to come on in. So we can discuss a few things today. Last night we did a trial run, but today is the actual launch. And I just want to give you a little bit more of my background. I am also a business owner. I have a LLC called Curious Creations Amazing Hands. And with that LLC, I make custom clothing and affirmation clothing and hats and all types of apparel. And with that being said, for the past 14 years, I do an annual all white show where I have domestic violence survivors and anyone else who just want to feel beautiful. I let them also. It is a great event because after the fashion show, we have comedy, and laughter is definitely good for the soul. And then we have a little dancing with the after party. So it's a really nice event. And this will be my 14th year doing it, and it's for awareness. So I have a lot of different things that I do. So today, what we're going to discuss is we're going to talk about PTSD. And we're going to talk about the causes of PTSD and what PTSD is. Okay. All right. Post traumatic stress disorder is a mental health condition that can develop after experiencing any kind of trauma. So you can get it from an accident, sudden death of a loved one, so many different reasons and different ways you can get it if it's untreated. And that's why some women also get it after delivering babies because we have postpartum depression. And coping with it is very, very rough. So it's always great to talk to someone. You can journal, you can breathe. Self care is very, very good. And always ask for help. That is one of the big awarenesses for the month of June because healing is definitely needed in that area. And many victims of domestic violence, they suffer with PTSD. They never trust again. It's very hard to trust again. It's very hard to love again. But I'm here to tell you, never give up. There is healing. There is healing. There is healing. So never give up on you. I have a really good guide that will really help you if you are dealing with PTSD. And I'm going to tell you something else that is very, very good: strong affirmations. At our support group, we practice affirmations, and it really, really helps. And breathing is one of the best things that you can do. It's great for stress, it's great for anxiety, and it helps lift pressure. So let's get a little more into PTSD. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I would like for you to type if it is a red flag or a green flag. Someone listens to you without judgment. Would that be a red flag or a green flag? That is a green flag, because it's healthy for someone to listen to you without judgment. If your feelings are dismissed all the time, would that be a green flag or a red flag? That is absolutely a red flag. Because if your feelings are dismissed constantly, how can you deal with that? How do we cope with our feelings being dismissed? Everyone wants to feel loved and valued. So, right now, in this very moment, I want you to say to yourself, I am stronger than my trauma. I am healing even on my hard days. I chose peace over fear. I am safe, I am loved, and I am valued. I deserve happiness and love. And I am a survivor and not a warrior. I am a survivor. And last but not least, I will not give up on me, because my faith is stronger than my fear. Those are your great, strong affirmations that will help you get through any situation. You have to practice it and say it daily. So, right now, where you're sitting at, I want you to get in a nice, comfortable position. Right in this moment, right here. I'm going to put on some relaxing music. All right, here we go. All right. All right, if you can hear the sound of my voice, I want you to get very, very relaxed. I want you to say to yourself that I am enough. I will never give up on myself. I am enough. I will never give up on myself. And I just want you to get in a nice, relaxing position and just stretch your arms out and then set them back down and stretch them out one more time. Now that you did a little stretching, you're just going to take your neck and you're just going to come from side to side like this. Just to get all of the stiffness out. Now I want you to just get into a nice, safe space and just close your eyes. And in this moment right here, you're going to breathe in. I will never give up on me. And you're going to release your doubts. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Here we go. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I will never give up on me. Now release your doubts. I will never give up on me. Breathe it in nice and strong. Release those doubts. Breathe it in nice and strong. I will never give up on me. Hold it. Release those doubts. I will never give up on me. Breathe it in nice and slow. Hold it. Now release those doubts. Again, breathe it in. I will never give up on me. Now release those doubts. One more time. Breathe it in nice and strong. I will never give up on me. Now release those doubts. All right. Didn't that feel amazing? Whenever you're having a bad day, just step away and just breathe. It really helps. It really helps. Now, guys, now that we have breathed and we have did some strong affirmations, I have some more information that I would like to share with you guys today. All right. So, as we talk about domestic violence and bullying and child sex trafficking, it's in our community. We need a lot of awareness. Our children need to be involved to know the early warning signs. It's definitely needed. And this was another reason why I created this podcast so children can get involved also. I have children and grandchildren. So we definitely want them to be safe. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about me. Many people know me as an advocate, a speaker, an educator, an entrepreneur, a nonprofit founder, and a community leader. But I've had over 20 years of advocacy, just trying to get my sister to safety. And just like it could happen in your family, it happened in my family, and it happened twice. Many families are impacted by domestic violence and want to help their loved ones. But what you have to know is when you're trying to help them, you can't force it and you don't want to push them away. Because if you push them away, they're going to be rebellious and they're going to isolate even more. So if you or anyone in your family is dealing with domestic violence, it's very serious. And I know it's hard because it was hard for us too. Because sometimes when you just love somebody so much, you do all that you can to help. And that's what I did. I never planned on having a podcast. I never planned on being a nonprofit. I never planned on doing advocacy. I never planned on doing any of the things that I do. But when I was trying to get my sister to safety, and I was dealing with different safe houses, different hospitals, different counselors, it was rough. It was rough. And it's rough when you see someone that you love so much going through so much hurt and pain, and it's nothing that you can do to help. So, this is why I started this podcast so we can get more awareness out there. Not just only for domestic violence, we need it for bullying. It's in our schools, it need to be in the curriculum. I work with children. I see children getting bullied. I see children being sheltered. Child abuse in our community. Kids going to bed hungry. Kids not having clean clothes to wear to school. It's very sad. And then you have all of these other communities where everything is all good, but everything that glitters is not gold. So that's not true either. So, with that being said, this is why this podcast means so much to me because you don't know what I went through behind the scenes to get to where I'm at today. I had my own personal trauma when I was younger. Everybody has a story, but all the pain that I went through, it turned into a much needed purpose that is bigger than me. And this is why I'm here today. But I worked hard to get where I'm at. I had doors closed in my face. I had people turn their backs on me. I had fashion shows where I only had one model. 2 models, and I still made it happen. So just think because you see me on the mic and I have a foundation, I'm still struggling, but I don't give up. That's the thing. You can't give up on you. This is why I'm telling you guys, don't give up on you. Always keep on pressing, even when you don't want to. I know it's hard. I see the young mothers out there. I was a young mother too. It's hard, but you can't give up because you have to set that example for your children. And I'm proud to say that God blessed me with a great bunch of children. I'm proud of that. But it was hard. It wasn't easy. And anything that you don't have to work for is not worth it. Anything that you have, if you don't work for it, it's not worth it. You have to put in work, and then God will do the rest. I'm a witness to it. I am a witness to it. He will do the rest. When one door closes, another one will open. You have to remember that's very important. When one door closes, another one will open. Anything that is forced is not meant to be. If it's forced, it's definitely not meant to be. Because anything that is for you, you're going to get it without having to force it. You're not saying you don't have to work for it. You have to work for it, but you don't have to force it. So that is part of my story, guys. As we get to know each other, you'll be learning a lot about me. You'll be learning a lot about my mission. You'll be learning a lot about the different things that I do and upcoming things that I am doing. We will be airing on Monday nights. This was just our grand opening night because it was Juneteenth. So I wanted to do something for everyone for Juneteenth. I want to share with you guys a little something. Okay. So we're going to soon be closing out. But before I go, I just want to share this with you guys. Today, I continue this work through my nonprofit with support groups, outreach events, and my annual fashion show. And now through B.O.N.T, a safe space, Love Shouldn't Hurt podcast. where we have support, awareness, healing, wellness, and truth. And this is a place where you will never have to be alone and you will not have to suffer in silence. And there's no judgment and no disrespect. And a place where you can always come and feel safe and valued because love shouldn't never hurt. And before I end, I just want to end you guys with these strong affirmations that you can go over yourself every day because this is for Juneteenth. Are we ready? I just want you to repeat this after me. I am strong. I am worthy. I am enough. I am beautiful. I am resilient. I am healing. And I am growing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember those strong affirmations and remember to just breathe. Please join us on Monday at 7:30. We'll be having different guests, different topics, and you're welcome to join in as well. Thank you for joining me today, and this video will be posted so if anyone else wasn't on, they can see it after the post. But thank you so much for joining me. And remember, love shouldn't hurt.